What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to be covering a little bit more about that time I got reincarnated as a slime, especially Rimuru, his skills and abilities. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what you guys think about this video. Everyone knows that time I got reincarnated as a slime is a power scaler's nightmare. The power system in that anime is so broken, every few chapters that come out, a new incredible skill you didn't think was possible gets created. And Rimuru, our lovable main character, is not the exception. This piece of blue blob literally evolves by just sitting there drinking tea and gains a new ability to destroy the universe every other episode. So let's go over every skill that Rimuru has or has had in detail and what they can do. Let's start with the ultimate skills. First off is Azathoth, one of the Lovecraftian skills. It's basically the unification of Raphael and Beelzebub. The sub-skills primarily used in Azathoth are Soul Gluttony, a super enhanced version of Predation or Gluttony, which can devour the target soul ignoring space and time. There's Imaginary Collapse, the ultimate destructive energy that fills the chaotic imaginary space and is able to be used at full efficiency with the assistance of CL. There's Imaginary Space, a world of chaos, the ultra-evolved version of Stomach and Isolation with unlimited size. It also grants them space and time domination, manipulating and bending time and space to the user's will, being able to move in an instant just by consciously thinking about it. Even allows the user to interfere with time. He also has a multi-dimensional barrier, and absolute defense is achieved through the combination of Dimension Fault and an always active multi-layer barrier, boasting performance above that of Uriel's Absolute Guard. He also has a True Dragon release both for Scorch and Storm. It's a variant of Parallel Existence that allows for Veldora, the Storm Dragon, or Velgrind, the Scorch Dragon, as well as their powers, to exist simultaneously, assimilated with Rimuru and active in the outside world. When activated, an other body of Veldora or Velgrind is created, and all of Rimuru's energy that would have otherwise belonged to them is loaned back. It can be undone with the respective dragon's consent, and after doing so, all of their energy will return to Rimuru. He also has True Dragon Nucleation, both for Scorch and Storm. If Veldora and or Velgrind's energy is not currently lent by True Dragon release, it can instead be materialized of a spherical core. The core contains all of their energy as if it were their body and can be slotted into Rimuru's sword, creating an unmatched weapon. There's also Shub-Niggurath, which is another Lovecraftian skill. It's the essence of Uriel merged with the skills gained via Food Chain, which will be explained a little bit later. The sub-skills of Shub-Niggurath are Skill Creation, which allows the user to create brand new skills based on the information obtained from analysis and the user's desire. There's also Skill Duplication, which allows the user to recreate skills that they have a full analysis of. This is basically what was used to gift Geld, the Lord of Gourmet, Beelzebub. There's also Skill Gifting, allows the user to grant skills to a target, assuming that they're compatible with it. Something else that Rimuru used to basically enhance all of his troops and his 12 Guardian Lords. There's Skill Storage, which stores the information of all analyzed skills so they can be recreated later. Rimuru also possessed Raphael, which was prior to merging it with Beelzebub to create Azathoth, but it would grant Rimuru Thought Acceleration, Analytical Appraisal, Parallel Processing, which operates on any matter the user wishes to analyze, separating it from the regular thought process. Any process under parallel processing is affected by Mind Accelerate, and therefore sped up by millions of times. He was also granted Chant Annulment, which removes the need for a chant when using magic, basically also removing any type of incantation needed to do to create any magical skill. All of Creation, which allows the user to fully comprehend any non-concealed phenomenon as long as they have a certain amount of knowledge beforehand. Synthesize and Separate, the ability to fuse and separate. Alteration, which allows the user to modify or even evolve skills under the right circumstances. Future Attack Prediction, allowing the user to see from a series of outcomes what is going to happen. The results have been calculated to have a 100% chance of occurring. This is basically similar to Veldora's Faust. There was also Uriel, which was once possessed by Rimuru but is currently being used by Masayuki Rudra. The combined state of all of the abilities received from Food Chain after the Harvest Festival, using the space manipulating Infinity Prison as a base, which grants him the enhanced version of spatial domination that allows the user to, among other things, teleport instantly with little to no delay. to a place the user has coordinates of, as well as lock the local space around the user to prevent space from being manipulated. And grants him Universal Barrier, which provides absolute defense with a multi-layer barrier and the severing of space between each layer. As mentioned before, Infinity Prison, which traps a target in an imaginary space for all of time. Law Manipulation, Black Fire and Thunder, Total Magic Control, total control of properties of heat and inertia, the ability to freely store and remove heat from the stomach. It is also capable of altering reality. Rimuru's version of this ability allows him to use the skill he obtained via food chain. Now, his intrinsic skills are skills that are basically inherited to a certain race or an individual's physiology. For Rimuru in this case, it would be the ultimate slime, being that Rimuru's race is the final evolution achieved by Rimuru turning into something akin to a true dragon, after he absorbed Vel'Doras's and Vel'Grind's energy. Using their energy, CL was able to evolve Rimuru. He also has Dragon Spirit Haki, which is a powerful Haki that imbues the user's aura with magical and physical properties and shreds anything that comes into contact with. He also has Universal Sense, allowing him to perceive almost all sensations, including, but is not limited to, light, sound, smell, heat, and everything in a wide radius. On top of Universal Shapeshifting, which allows him to freely change their body properties and disguise his appearance. Rimuru also has common skills, which are one of them being telepathy, which allows him to communicate mentally, thought communication, a stronger version of telepathy that allows the user to directly share his thoughts and experiences with the target or targets. It has an effective range of about 1 kilometer as well. Also Poisonous Breath, Paralyzing Breath, Body Armor, Ultrasonic Waves, and Resist skills. As far as his resistances, he has Physical Attack Nullification, Natural Effects Nullification, Abnormal Conditions Nullification, Spiritual Attacks Nullification, and Holy and Demonic Attack Resistance. Now that we've covered all of his skills, let's look at the equipment that he uses. He uses the Drago Blade, which is a god-grade sword. Kurobe's masterpiece, basically. When True Dragon Nucleation is performed, the True Dragon that is turned into a blade core, via Vel'Dora or Vel'Grind, can be inserted into one of the sword's 2 hole openings, and the True Dragon's full power can be wielded as a weapon. Imagine a being as powerful as a True Dragon basically being used as a normal sword. That's what Rimuru can do. He also has a Black Robe, which is a god-grade armor. The Anti-Magic Mask is a magic item that suppresses magicules. Rimuru can pretty much use every single type of spiritual magic as well. Has Spirit Communication, Secret of Art of Revival, Arcane Soul Recall, Secret of Faith and Grace, Space Spirit Magic, Fire Spirit Magic, Wind Spirit Magic, Water Spirit Magic, Earth Spirit Magic, and Necromancy. He can also use Holy Magic, like the skill Disintegration and Resurrection. Not only that, but he was also able to use Absolute End, which is a devastating attack that cuts through space itself to damage its target. Overall, it's easier to list what Rimuru isn't able to do or what abilities or skills he doesn't have. And every other day, he just keeps evolving more and more.